want to know about the backstory, why I rock these shoes, all you got to do is skip ahead 10 minutes. You know, I don't know how to do these intros or whatever, but at the end of it, it's like, why am I doing what I'm doing? I think is the most important thing. And you know, it's a multifaceted answer, but part of that answer is I've probably been in your shoes more times than you could even imagine. It's funny because I say that in these shoes, right? Looking like this. But the truth of the matter is, and I was talking about this to one of the homies yesterday, he's like, you know, this is the only solution, just to deal with the bullshit, and I'll eventually, you know, get moved up, or, you know, get on my knees type thing, put on the lipstick. I said, yes, that is one method, and a lot of guys do it, and that's why you're experiencing what you're experiencing right now, is because instead of you putting a stop to it, you kept perpetuating the energy that at one point you didn't like. And so, in efforts of being part of a solution and not the problem, that's why I'm doing this. Little background story about me before this gets fully in is I grew up pretty horrible. My dad left when I was 5. He was extremely abusive before then. And my mom got arrested when I was 11. So I lived with my brother's friend's parents, my aunt, the youth pastor. And a lot of these people, what happens is, because of the way I look, because of this different energy, oftentimes I get misjudged and punished for it. So you ask, what does that even mean? Well, when I was 15 years old, I wanted to forgive my mother for the stuff she put me through. And instead of my aunt taking that for face value, she thought that was me saying that I want to run away with my mom. So she created this huge big ordeal. Buddy, out of the front yard, man. We don't do front yards. Come on. You know it. I know I'm on the phone. Get out of the front yard. Come on. We don't do front yards, babe. And so, sorry. So yeah, she, you know, this is the first time that there was a giant big fight. You know, I was so confused because I thought at the time I was trying to do something good, and I got punished for it. And I internalized that for a long time, and kind of didn't know what the definition of like doing right and doing wrong was. So fast forward a little bit, you know, during this time, my cousin, actually, I'd never seen one of the sweetest girls ever, never seen her raise her voice, and she was livid at my aunt, screaming at her, yelling at her, cussing at her. And we were a Christian household. Like, all this was new. And so after that, I moved in with the youth pastor, and, you know, as kids do, they make mistakes. Buddy, out of the front yard. We do not do front yards. Lead. This guy, man, just like pitbull energy. Bro, out of the front yard. Come on. Slow down. Whoa. Hey, buddy, thank you. Relax, man. If I get on the phone or do a video, he's upset because that energy could be for him. But yeah, so I moved in with the youth pastor. Come on, go to the right. Go check it out. He's got a little park, and he wants to do this instead because he knows I don't want him to. But anyway, so moved in with the youth pastor, and as kids do, they make mistakes. Keep going, man. Come on. I can do this. You'll be fine, even if I do this. Moved in with the youth pastor, and one of my friends, who I guess I thought he was my friend, come to find out recently he's definitely not. But yeah, I toked and did a little toke action, and it was the first time ever. And for about 6 weeks after that, this youth pastor that I looked up to and thought was like best man on the planet of the earth, right? Like he could do no wrong. He really cared about me. In reality, he was just a giant narcissist that would set up his entire reality so that you thought that way. And that's what a lot of these sales guys do, just by the way. So, little caveat. But yeah, so he, for 6 weeks, he ignored me. It was the weirdest thing because he would feed me. He'd give me a place to stay, kind of like your manager, but treat me like dog poo-poos. Like my dog Buddy's poo-poos. And after the 6th week, he dropped me off in foster care. And that's the day my life changed forever. A lot of people would think that was the worst day. It was the best day because I had finally had the opportunity to know in my heart that, I know this sounds crazy, but that no one really cared about me. And it was like kind of like that first example of like what sales is like, where it's like, yeah, they're going to give you the job and they're going to give the next guy probably the job easier than you, or maybe give him more perks. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're kind of there for yourself, right? So it's like, if you don't make it happen, they're not going to do it for you because that's not in their heart. And so these situations are super rare. And I was talking to one of the homies yesterday, and to recap back, he's like, do I got to get on my knees? Do I got to just like perpetuate the thing? And I was like, yeah, that sure is one way, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, you're going to be on a leash, man, because you're doing all the wrong things right now. You're trying to walk into someone's backyard now. Slow down and relax. I'm almost done. Jesus, man, sit down. You're making me lose my train of thought. Sit down. A stubborn boy. God, man. Pitbull with the nuts, man. You really can't find anything harder to work with. But yeah, it was the first time in my life where, sales was like that opportunity, just like it was in foster care, where it was like, okay, I get to make new friends. I get to do what I want to do. I get to decipher what is the difference of these people in my past that didn't really care about me. They never reached out to me. They almost like mocked me for going to foster care. One of my best friends, actually, who I thought, again, different guy, would mock me, would come into my messages in Facebook as a 16-year-old in foster care, sleeping on a freaking plastic mattress, drinking powdered milk, and he would mock me after he got out of the water surfing or something, right? So it dawned on me, if I don't care about me, no one will. And if I don't decide what it looks like, and the difference of that, then I'm, especially in this industry, I'm going to be forever kind of screwed. And that's a really big reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now, because I've been in your shoes. I've been, I really thought like, oh, if I just do more, my manager will finally treat me right. There was a time where I had a cat and he picked me. I was in a beach town. He walked up to me, sat in front of me, and that's how I got the cat. And he wouldn't leave me. And one day I was beating my manager on the week, and my cat opened the front door and left. And so I text my manager and I say, hey, manager, I won't say his name, John. I said, hey, John, Lucky got out. I'm freaking out. This is one of my little best friends, aside from Buddy, right? They were homies. And could you guess what his response was? His response was very simple and very expected now that I look back, especially the type of people that I was attracting, because I didn't know the difference. He responded very simply, and he said, okay, see you at Correlation. So my hope is to create something that is different than that energy, and I hope you stick around.
Day. just kind of going over the same thing, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, dude, and that's exactly how I got into the industry too. So what it sounds like is Mike saw potential or value in yourself, and by that, he said, hey, I have this vehicle that will help you kind of live that out. It's pretty much that. Okay, cool. So, little background on me, man. This is what I look like. Not your traditional sales guy, right? But sales is about connection. So, I want to start with that, okay?
Yep.
So, if I did not get your attention at the beginning of the call, just hang up right now. Well, you're still here. Okay. So that's step one. That's called breaking preoccupation. So can we both agree that we were both doing something before we got on the call?
Yes.
Okay, and Mike, record this on your iPad or
however. I got my camera set up over here, so.
Okay, because it's going to be juice.
Yep, I know it's about to be juice.
Realize that every single person that you go talk to, one is doing something, and two most likely does not want to talk to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, now the second question is, if I believed, or if you believed, that what you had to say would benefit someone, would the previous things we just mentioned matter very much?
No.
Perfect. Okay, so we're on the same page. So in a pitch or in an approach is a better way to put it. Everything that we say and the labels that we give them actually directly affects every cell in our body. So it's not a pitch, it's a door approach. Okay?
Yes, sir.
When I'm pitching you something, I don't know if it's going to value you or not, which is why I'm pitching it to you.
Yeah.
If I've already decided it values you and it provides something for you, I'm just simply approaching you.
Yeah.
So step one of any door approach is going to be breaking preoccupation, okay? So what I mean by this is when you go knock a door.
Sorry, I just need to write down preoccupation, and then I'm going to write down exactly what you tell me.
Very smart guy. Good job, Mike. You got a good one here. Notes are everything, man. If you don't write it down, you will retain 10 to 15% of what I said at max. So good job. So step one of a door approach is breaking preoccupation. So let me involve you really quick.
Yes, sir.
If I was talking to you like this, and I was saying what I could potentially do for you, what do you think that does to you?
First of all, it kind of makes it seem like you have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
And then, second of all, it's like the thing Mike said to me, like, if you don't trust somebody, and like you don't feel like you can listen to them, then you're not going to get anywhere because they're not ever going to buy from you. So
there you go. That's the biggest thing. So what I want you to realize is that, and you need to write this off to the side. Every person that tells me no leads me to my yes.
Yep.
But every time they tell me no, they want me to lose confidence, and I won't do that. Because now let me ask you a really quick question just to like solidify this, because breaking preoccupation is the main thing. If your confidence goes down or you don't get someone's attention, I don't really care what you're saying because I'm not listening, and neither will they. Yeah. So realize that they're not trying to do it purposely, but when they tell you no, you need to hear, no, don't do this job. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
But if you had something of value, would that sentiment matter?
No.
Perfect. So you need to keep this dead in your head, dude. It's kind of like a video game, right? Each opponent that you go to, they want you to use your XP, so you don't have XP for the next one.
Yeah.
As long as you don't allow that, you're going to smash this. So what I mean by breaking preoccupation. In door-to-door sales, start envisioning yourself the second you get into a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Every homeowner has a camera in their house, and everything you do, they're watching it live feed. Right?
Yeah.
So when you approach a house, you don't walk with your shoulders down. You don't look sketchy. You're confident, cool, calm, and collected. Because what you have is going to provide them value. So what you say to them is knock, 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 whatever you do, right? And when you're doing this, if I'm in the mall walking and the guy at the kiosk comes straight up to me, who needs that situation more? Is it me or the guy at the kiosk?
Him.
Okay. So everything you need to do, everything you're doing, you need to remember, what I'm doing is helping people, and they need it more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an act of service. Most guys get into sales for money, but this is a byproduct of your service. It's not what you're there for. So what I mean by that is when you knock on someone's door, your goal is to connect with them as fast as possible. And in order to do that, you need to get their attention. And this is going to sound crazy, but welcome to the Rowdy Rod Show. If you need to scream, yo! Hello, Teopo! Hello, are you there? Is that good energy or bad?
Good.
Okay. When you start an interaction that way, are you at the top of the mound or at the bottom?
Top.
There you go. So anytime that an interaction in the first 15 seconds, you feel you're at the bottom of the hill, what do you need to do?
Either just take the no or try and get to the top of the hill.
Close. How do you get to the top of the hill before you talk to someone?
Your approach.
Your energy.
So don't let my energy change once I already know I'm at the bottom. Just maintain it the same.
Should actually increase. Okay?
Yep.
So every no is like a check mark, and you're like, oh shit, well I'm closer to my yes.
Yeah.
So this is how it goes. It's breaking preoccupation, and then write this as the second step. Who are you? The third step is, what are you doing? These are the questions that someone's going to ask naturally in their head. They're not going to voice them, but they're going to ask them naturally. So if I gained your attention, the first question you're going to say is, who am I? I'm Rodney. I've been in the industry for over a decade. I've done multi-million-dollar months. I've had years of $15 million in revenue for multiple different companies. And my job is super simple. This is what I do. That's who I am. Realize that in sales, trust is super important, but they're not going to trust you if they're not listening to you. So it goes like this. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, Teopo. And then I'm going to step 6 feet back, and I'm going to be on my phone and busy. And I'm not going to look at their door. Why is that, do you think?
Because then it seems like you're waiting on them.
Correct. Because if you have something of value, do people come to you or do you go to them?
They come to you.
Correct. So when that person comes to the door, Makai, the second they open the door, do you want to go, hey? Or do you want them to contact you?
Contact me. It's probably best to continue looking at my phone until they speak.
There you go. So those two things, breaking preoccupation and making the client contact you, is about 80% of what you're going to be doing. And it seems pretty chill, right? Because it's like, if you can get that 80%, you can almost fuck up the rest. And you have so much on your backpack that it's like, it might still even go through, even if you're like, yeah, we're going to put unicorns on your roof, and the unicorn's going to use their horn to put the holes in your roof, and then we're going to put Starlink up there, and they're going to be like, I don't even know what you're saying, but you got my attention, and I know who you are, and I trust you. So first step, breaking preoccupation. Second step is, who are you? Third step is, what are you doing? Right? And so what are you, like, I'm sure Mike has talked to you about this. In Florida, there's hurricanes, there's grid hardening. So what that means is, when you go into these rural areas and you see wooden poles, those are subject to get destroyed. And when those do get destroyed, inevitably, the company doesn't pay for it. They just pass the fee off to the customer. Could we both agree that that's an issue? That's a problem?
100%.
Okay. And assuming that you were going to provide a solution to a problem, would both people need to be on the page of what the problem is?
Yes.
So you want to get there quick. So it's knock, 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 Teopo, all that crap, right? You get their attention. Hey, I'm Rodney. I'm one of the directors out here, or I'm one of the guys working in your area. Whatever Mike has you say, he's going to go over that with you, and I can help him. But it's, hey, I'm the area director. I'm the one taking care of all the neighbors in your area. Did anyone tell you what we're doing? So I want you to write that down. Did anyone tell you what we're doing? Break preoccupation. Who are you? Did anyone tell you what we're doing? Now, again, naturally, what do you think a salesperson does? Do you think they ask questions or continuously talk?
Continuously talk.
Why they suck most of the time. So, at the very top of the page, in the biggest, boldest letters and fucking glitter and everything, I want you to write, questions win. It's everything, dude. And the more questions you ask...
The questions when?
Questions win. And to kind of tee up that a little bit more, if you're in the active service and your job is to do the best by them, wouldn't it make sense to win?
Yes.
So you just got to ask questions. Realize that the questions that you ask have less validity when you didn't break preoccupation and you didn't tell them who you are. So what I mean by that is, you need to establish trust as fast as possible. Hi, I'm Makai. I work with Soligo. We're one of the largest companies in Central Florida. You've probably seen our panels like literally everywhere. Like, I don't know if you just drive your car often, but you've probably seen like the black on black, some people's roof. That's us. Now, they didn't win the lottery. They didn't take money out of their checking. They just heard about the new program.
Yeah.
Did anyone tell you what's been going on with the grid?
Are you asking me, or I'm supposed to be asking them?
If this is recorded, this is what you're going to be saying to the customer.
Yeah, to them, and then they will respond no.
Correct, yep. So basically what I'm giving you the framework. We probably won't be able to go into exactly word tracks, but framework is the biggest thing. If you guys need word tracks, that's the easy part, right? So what is step one of a sales process, Makai?
Walking up, being presentable, looking like you belong there.
Correct, but what is the term for it?
Preoccupation.
Breaking preoccupation.
Breaking preoccupation.
So I've sold to people during a wedding. I've sold to people 10 minutes after their father, mother, son, whoever died. Now, let me ask you, do you think if I'm taking a shit versus I'm at a funeral, which preoccupation is harder to break?
The funeral.
So your skills need to be Dude, like up here. So the higher your energy is, and you want to write this down, the higher my energy is, the more they listen to me. So I'm going to break preoccupation. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, Teopa. Woo. Whatever it is. They're going to come out. I'm going to tell them who I am. Hey, I'm Rodney. I'm the marketing director for your area. We're the ones that control all this out here. And then you're going to break it up with a question, which is, did anyone tell you what we're doing? So it's breaking preoccupation. Who am I? And then in order to segue into what you're doing, you're going to use questions. So when they naturally say no, or they say, are you selling me something, whatever they say, all it's doing is teeing you up to tell them what you're doing. So we're the ones doing the black on black panels. We save people a bunch of money. What do you think the next question is after
you save a bunch of money?
Like, what do you think they're going to say?
Ask you how they save a bunch of money.
What's in it for them?
Yeah.
Correct. So what's in it for them is a two-step process. It's a problem and a solution. So the problem is the grid is hardening. The solution for them is that they no longer have to pay the raising fees because we're going to be able to get them the solar panels. So it's breaking preoccupation. Who are you? What are you doing? Those are the first three steps. The fourth step is what's in it for them. Do you think people are mostly selfish or selfless?
Selfish.
That's why they want to know that first. Now, do you think people are mostly dumb or smart?
Pretty dumb.
Most people are smarter than we give them credit for. So the second question that they're going to ask you is what's in it for you?
Yeah.
So they're going to wonder, they're going to say, okay, well, this person's going to save me money, but how does it make sense for them? Right? So I'm a little bit different, again, off my looks. But I tell people, this is a funny thing, Mike, maybe don't have him say this, but I tell people, I'm like, hey, look, man, you know what drugs are? And they're like, yeah. Like, okay, cool. I'm kind of like a big drug dealer. So we just buy in bulk, and instead of you getting like the retail price, we're able to drive the cost down and make it a win for you and make it a win for us. So we make money because we buy in bulk, and we're able to make it a win for you because you just pay less on a power bill that you can never cancel. So just to recap, I've been on Zooms all day, bro, and freaking caffeine's running, so give me a little bit. But so break preoccupation, step 1. Step 2, who are you? Step 3, what are you doing? Step 4 is what's in it for the customer. Step 5 is what's in it for the company. Right?
Yep.
Do you have any questions so far? Because I'm going to run through it quick. That's why I had Mike record it. What you're going to notice is everything I'm going to say to you is going to make sense now. And tomorrow when you wake up, you're going to be like, what did we talk about? That's just how our brain works. Mm-hmm. What do you think's after the step of what's in it for the company?
If I had to guess, just the close.
It is, but there's a 2-step. You're really smart, dude, and I think you're going to do great at this. Okay, so if a girl's easy, do you want to date her?
No.
Okay, so when the harder she is to get, meaning she's kind of
the more
taking
you
that.
want her.
So you want to take the deal away right there.
Yeah.
So right there.
That's when you tell them how Mike always does it. Well, I don't know if you qualify.
And I want you to write these 2 phrases down. They're going to be your most successful one-liners that you'll ever use in the industry. And it goes like this. My job is super simple. All's I do. That's the first one. As a door-to-door rep, or as a salesman, naturally we need to put the customer first. But what do you think happens when we have interactions that might be bad? Do you think they'll over time affect us?
Over time, yes.
So when you repeat something like, my job is super simple, all I do, you're speaking to an innate part inside of yourself that's reminding yourself that the job is simple.
Mm-hmm.
So it serves two functions. So my job is super simple, all I do. That's the first one. So give me an objection. Say, oh yeah, I don't buy from door-to-door salesmen. Tell me that right now.
I don't buy from door-to-door salesmen.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. My job's super simple. All I do.
What do you do?
And then I can go to the next part. So anytime that a customer gives you an objection, you must agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you must agree with it like it's the best thing you ever heard. I don't want to buy. Oh, dude, you don't want to buy? Oh, sweet, man. You're going to love this. My job's super simple. All I do is collect that little graph on your utility bill. Now, I'm not even saying that you could do it, because like I said, I'm just a guy out here like seeing who's a good fit. The reason I stopped by is I obviously think you'd be a good fit, but really it's not up to me. It's more up to Mike. So really quick, do you guys get that bill? Is it on your phone, or do you get it in the mail?
And you want me to answer?
No, I want you to listen to this later when he shows you this recording.
Yeah.
So they're going to give you an answer. But the point is that's the first phrase. Now the second phrase is, this one's fucking awesome. Someone's going to be mean to you. And it's going to happen pretty much every day, just so you're aware. And that's why we get paid so much.
Yeah.
And so when they're disrespectful to you, so let me ask you a question really quick, just to break it up. If I'm helping you, and then you're being disrespectful to me, right?
There's no reason for you to care.
I don't care at all, because I know it's helping you.
Yeah.
So this is the second one-liner. And this one's, anytime, you pretty much want to use these interchangeably all the time. And this is pretty advanced, dude, but you want to talk to Mike a little bit later about the importance of these. So you want to say this. Tell me you're pissing me off because you have food in the kitchen and it's burning right now.
You're pissing me off. I got dinner cooking and you're out here.
So first step is to what? I'm going to test you here.
Break preoccupation.
That is the first step of the sale. When you get an objection, you agree is the first step.
Oh, I thought you were going.
No, dude, I'm glad that you're like already he's going to be good, Mike. So I got food in the stove, man, and this shit's burning. Oh yeah, for sure. I just want to be respectful while I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
That's your second one-liner. I just want to be respectful while I'm here. Buttons on a controller. So if you ever played like a fighting game and you just masked X and circle,
Yeah.
this is your X and circle. Okay, so let's recap really quick. So you're going to break their preoccupation. You're going to explain who you are, what you're doing, what's in it for them, meaning the customer.
Yep.
What's in it for you, not you as an individual, you as the company.
Yep.
And then the sixth step is you're going to take it all away.
Yeah.
Now the seventh step is obviously, in your situation, it's considered a sale. So basically setting the appointment is your sale. Right?
I'm sorry, what was sixth then?
describe them differently, but this is where I find the most success.
Yep.
Step is going to be sell or set the appointment, right? So once you take everything away, let's say they didn't give you objections. They were just what we call a lay down, and you got through the whole pitch. And Mike, text me later if you want to, I have a whole script if we need to, whatever. But, So once you take it away, the 7th step is to set the appointment. So let's say they give no objections. They say, cool, my job's super simple. I just want to be respectful while I'm here. All I do is collect that little graph on your utility bill. So do you see how those 2 phrases I gave you, they can either be used for objections or to close the deal?
Yeah.
Okay. So after you say that, you're going to ask them, do you get it on the phone or is it in the mail? And they're going to tell you. And this is where most setters screw it up. Why do you think most setters screw it up right here?
They just take the bill and go.
They get nervous. They think, oh, I still have more to do. No. At this point, you've met the girl, you got her number, you took her to dinner, and now you've arrived at your house. Are you nervous that you're going to sleep with her, or do you think it's inevitable?
No, it's pretty possible.
Pretty simple, right? So the 7th step is going to be set the appointment. So after you took it away, be like, look, I don't know if we can do this for you. Obviously, you seem like a really cool guy. I wanted to talk to you because I think that it would be a good fit. But Mike, he's my manager. He's the one that does all these deals. He's super busy. He does a lot of these. If you were me in my shoes, there's going to be the 3rd thing that you write down for one-liners. If you were me in my shoes, what's the best time to catch you? Now, I want to kind of slow down for a second. One, for myself and for you. At this point, naturally, when we do anything, any interactions, and we don't know if the girl is going to give us her number or if we're going to get the deal, anxiety can build. Once you've taken the deal away and they're still standing with you, you should have 0 anxiety. So the 2 points in your pitch that you need to be energetically the best is at the beginning and at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of screw up in the middle if you want to, right? Try not to, but they'll give you a pass at that point. If you drop some food on your lap at dinner, she's probably still going to sleep with you as long as you don't screw everything else up.
Yeah.
So right here at the end, I'm going to be the most calm that I am. And I want you to put, as an 8th step, it's called button up. I'm going to say, yeah, Mike's super busy. If you're me in my shoes, what's the best time to catch you? And they're going to tell you a time. And then, so what you want to do in the era of being busy, if they don't tell you a time, you want to give them 2 options to pick a time. I'm sure Mike will go over all this with you. It's called option flows. And then once they've set the appointment with you, they've given your bill, you don't walk away. Biggest mistake most setters make. You want to button everything up. So what that means is you go, cool. So Makai, looks like we got you set down for 4 p.m. on Thursday. I got your bill right here. It was the PDF one. I snapped a photo of it. Right? And actually, we all fuck up. So let me read back over. So this is button up. Sorry, it's been a minute. So button up is, all right, cool, Makai, I got your bill. Sounds like this might be a good fit for you. I put you in our system, and Mike will see you tomorrow at
4.
There you go. So at the very end of the sale, the customer needs to repeat back to you what's going to go down.
And does that go along with button up or put it under button?
That's
part of the button up.
Yes. If the customer does not repeat to you what the appointment is, the chances of that appointment going through are pretty much shot.
Yeah.
So really quick, dude, because like I said, I've been on Zooms all day. I'm sweating like a hog. I've been skating around in the pool, freaking on these Zooms and everything. What kind of questions do you have so far? Because I know we covered a lot. After we get off this call, you're going to say to yourself, I don't know shit. And you're going to be kind of confused. So before we get to that point, what kind of questions do you have?
I mean, I would say the biggest one... What part?
It's going to happen, dude. Right when we get off the phone, you're going to have 100 questions for Mike.
So that's what it was. Like yesterday, when somebody comes off like right off the is disrespectful, do you want to kind of just obviously let it go? Like you don't let that affect you or anything. But is it a thing where you stay around?
What is
a thing?
Which one-liner would you use? This is a great question.
I just want to be respectful here. And then that fixes it pretty much every time, usually.
Right after you say that, what would be the second step for you? This is more critical.
I just want to be respectful?
Yeah, this is critical thinking, and I know you're new, but assuming you say this one-liner to ease the energy, what do you think naturally would be the second step?
I'm not going to.
It's okay. That's good. I appreciate you saying that, dude. Mike's going to appreciate that, too. Don't act like you know what you're doing, bro. Yeah, if you have questions, if you're not up his ass, you're an idiot.
Okay.
You almost need to annoy him with questions. So you're going to say, you're going to be disrespectful to me, and your question is, should I stay around? The reason that you're asking that is because you know that it will benefit them. But you just don't know how to stay around to benefit them.
Yeah.
And these are great questions. You're asking amazing questions. So I just want to be respectful while I'm here. My job's super simple. All I do is collect that bill. So you just want to get right back into your pitch.
Yeah.
So there's something called a smoke screen and an objection. You played Call of Duty, you've had someone throw smoke bombs that you can't see for a second, but you can still move, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is. And you must treat it as such. And that's why we agree. So when someone throws a smoke bomb, I see it pop in front of me, I go, yep, that's a smoke bomb. I see it's a smoke bomb, and I'm going to keep moving. So you say, this person's super disrespectful to you. Put your hands up. Sales is about 85% behavior. It's called metaverbal communication. It's about 85% metaverbal and about 15 to 20% verbal. So it's almost not even relevant what you're saying a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's more
it's how you're coming off.
Correct. So, hey, look, I just want to be respectful while I'm here. My job's super simple. All I do is collect that little bill on your graph. Now, really quick before I head out, do you get that bill on your phone or is it in the mail? So this is
already back there, yeah.
So the formula is when you get in a smoke screen or objection is you agree, you restate what they said, give a value prop, and then you ask a question. So I'm going to repeat that. I want you to write this down. Smoke screen, objection, doesn't matter. You agree with it. So if you said to me, like, look, dude, like, I'm not interested. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, my job's super simple. I just want to be respectful while I'm here. So you agree. maybe take out the second step because you're not going to be closing it. This is more for you, Mike. But first step is agree. Second step is go back to your pitch. And then the third step is ask a question. In sales, imagine this, right? Imagine that you have a very fragile egg. And you remember that game you used to play in elementary school where you throw an egg across to your other person? And they'd have to like catch it really nice and soft, or else if they caught it hard, it would smash. That's what's happening in a sales pitch. So you're passing this egg back and forth. And as long as you catch it and release it properly, it won't break. So you agree, go back to the pitch and ask a question. Why do you think we're asking a question now? Because this kind of sounds stupid, right, when you're new. Why do you think you would ask a question?
Just in general, or asking another question to them?
Yeah, to them. Why do you think you would ask a question after their objection?
Don't really know either.
Perfect, dude. Don't know everything. We never do. It's to propel the sale forward.
So that would go under the ask, or no?
Just know it in your head that you're always trying to get to the next step.
Mm-hmm.
What a customer is trying to do is they're trying to stop you from getting to the next step. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So whether they said yes, they said no, they said fuck off, they said come fuck my daughter, whatever they say, as a salesperson, as long as you got to the furthest step as possible, you can feel okay about those interactions. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me the 7 steps of the sale.
Preoccupation, who are you?
No. It's not preoccupation, it's...
Break preoccupation. Break preoccupation, who are you? What are you doing? What is in it for them? What is in it for me? As in the company, take the deal away, tell or set the appointment.
And then when you button the appointment up, right, this is going to be post getting the time and also all the information. So, I'm sure do you know what nitpick is, Mike?
Next day, in home, power bill, both spouses, income and credit.
There you go. You got such a good video, dude. It's crazy. Okay. As long as nitpick has been successfully done, so as long as all of those check marks hit, this is a pretty good look. And now, in order to make it probably the best look for Mike in the world, or whoever is going to be sitting this deal, is you're going to have them repeat it back to you. So, I'm your customer. We're going to do a small role play for the end of the sale. If most guys, they can't vision themselves at the end of this, and that's what stops them from getting there. So right now, me and you are going to vision the end of this part, so you're going to know it's possible for you right now. So today's Wednesday. You've option closed me for Thursday or Friday. You know Thursday is better. Everyone does. So you set it up in a way that you got the Thursday appointment, and you got the appointment with both spouses. Everything's checked, and the appointment's at 6 o'clock. So you're finished pitching me. The appointment's for Thursday, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Button me up right now.
Not totally sure how I should start off, but I do know how to button it up.
Okay, so this is a really big word, and I'm sure we'll talk more. You'll see stuff that I do, whatever. Cool. As a salesperson, you're always trying to transition. Once something is established, you don't want to say, okay, or all right. You say, cool. So cool.
Cool. And that keeps it going in a way instead of saying, okay, where it's like, okay, you can go.
Yeah, it's
cool,
weird,
kind of mean like, cool, I'm interested, keep on talking.
Correct. So this is how you say it. So you go, cool. Looks like we got you down. So I got your bill. Like I said, your closer, or I'm sorry, dude. I got your bill. We got you put down with Mike.
For Thursday at 4.
Hold on.
Or you tell them.
So cool, Makai. I got you down. Like I said, Mike, he's going to be the one taking care of you. He's really good at this. This guy does about 10 to 20 of these personally every week. So he's really good. Now, he is super busy. So I just want to make sure that I respect your time and his. So it looks like we got you down on the schedule for
4 on Thursday.
I know it's a lot, dude. We don't walk into the pool. No. Jump the fuck in.
Mm-hmm.
So, my appointment, my name is Rodney. My closer is Mike, who you've decided for me. You've set the appointment for Thursday at 6 p.m. Button me up. I know.
I don't know why I thought this was going to be easy. As soon as it's time for me to say, fuck it up.
It's okay, but that's what happens. So, but listen.
Came back. I try real quick.
Yeah, but let me clarify something for you. Do you think that you're nervous because you don't care or because you care?
No, because I don't want to fuck it up.
Because you care.
Yeah.
Do you think... So
that's a good. If you don't give
come
then
on, man. Yeah.
no reason to be involved in it.
So, look, physiology. Let's get you sitting up real quick. Sit up. Sit straight. You killed it. You care. You know Mike's going to take care of them. You know it'll value them. Button me up.
Cool. So, my manager, Mike, he does about 15 to 20 of these a week. He is super busy, but we did have you scheduled down for Thursday at...
That's really good. You're like 80% there.
Do I say anything after that? I'm supposed to answer, right?
Don't say Thursday.
Oh, don't give anything. Just say, I have the appointment set up. It is when, and you let them answer everything, the day and the time. Okay. Go again?
Yeah, button me up.
Cool. So I'll be having Mike come through. He's my manager. He does about 10 to 20 of these a week. And he'll be coming through when?
You'll get it, dude. Mike should be able to tell you about this. Most people aren't going to get you this fucking deep, this quick, so it's okay. You're wet right now, bro. We threw you in, and that's okay. Yes, that's exactly how it goes. So remember, energy at the beginning, energy at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Cool? Cool? Makai, I got you down. Mike, he's really good. He's going to take really good care of you. He's one of our best guys. He does about 10 to 15 of these a week. If he doesn't think it'll work for you, he'll tell you pretty fast. But like I said, I got everything I needed from you, so I'm going to get out of here. Mike, he's going to see you
4 p.m. Thursday. Cool. So now I got everything. Mike will be coming through. He's my manager. He does about 10 to 20 of these a week. He's very good at what he does, but he's very busy. It works if he comes through.
Thursday at 4. And you'll get that better, dude. You're going to do role-playing so much, bro. You're going to do so much role-playing that you'll chisel this out. At the beginning, if you want to say, all right, yeah, so we got you down tomorrow for, you can do that too. If you don't, sometimes when they say the day, it can screw it up. So maybe start by saying tomorrow and then let them say the time.
Mm-hmm.
The point of everything is when they contacted you at the beginning because you were busy on your phone and you knew that you were going to value them and you knew that they needed it. By them confirming it at the end, do you think that solidifies that idea?
Yes. 100%.
So I don't know if you guys have slicks. I'm sure you do. You want to get slicks into their hand right as you're telling them what you're doing.
That's the one thing that I wanted to print out because Saligo doesn't have any slicks. So I wanted to make some.
They're called what? Slicks?
Yeah, like visual aid
What
for the
exactly
customer.
are the, like, what exactly is that?
So the guy in the mall, if you let him talk to you,
Yeah.
and he put the shoe cleaner in your hand, how much harder is it for you to walk away?
If he already put the cleaner in my hand, a little hard because you got to get it back and then walk.
You could, dude, sometimes, and I'm sure we'll probably knock at some point, dude, because you guys got me fired up a little bit, but it's so funny, dude, because people try to hand it back to you and you just like act like it's not happening, and then they'll just keep listening to you. Most people say no. Do you think they say no because they don't want it or because they don't have enough information?
No, they just don't know what's going on yet. They don't feel comfortable.
So I'm going to tell you no 10 times right now. And I want you in your head to say, no, I don't have enough information. No, I don't have enough information. No, I don't have enough information. So I want you to say that in your head when I say no to you. Because I want to help you train the way your brain works. Because you're going to hear something from them. Your job is not to respond to what you hear. It's to respond to what you know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through this really quick. So I'm gonna tell you no 10 times in a row, and actively in your head, I want you to say, no, I don't have enough information. No, I don't. Every time I say no, add I don't have enough information. So you're finishing my sentence. So Makai, no. Makai, no. Makai, no. 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 Now, would you agree that I don't have enough information if I'm telling you now?
At that time.
And do you feel good about providing me the information that I don't have to get me to a more educated decision?
Yes.
Because you're a good dude. People all day, they're going to tell you you're not a good dude for doing this. And so everything that you do needs to be designed so that you remind yourself that you are. Now, I know this has been a lot, dude. Feel free to text me in the group chat if you need anything, or you have any questions. I'm going to let you guys go so you guys can mull all this over. It's a lot right now. We basically, there's a giant flower bed, and we just stirred up all the mulch, dude. Fucking stirred that bitch up. Now your job is to go plant the seeds, but it's tilled, dude. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
What questions? Let's take a breath together. This is super important. Flip your page over. Right. I must take 8 seconds in, and I must take 8 seconds out before I approach. Not I should, I want to, I must.
Before I make an approach?
Correct. So as you're walking up their driveway, I'm going to show you this, right? Mike, this is so fucking huge. You will go sell 10 to, like, easily if you do this shit. So watch this.
I'm listening.
Told you I'm different, boys. Look at these fucking shoes, baby. All right. So look, see where that T happens right there?
Yeah.
That's their driveway, and I'm right here. Okay. So watch what I'm gonna do. I've identified where I'm going, so I'm intentional in where I'm going, and I'm intentional about what I'm gonna be doing for this person. And in order to do that, I'm I'm going to do this exercise every time. And if I don't, I know why the interaction most likely went wrong. So watch.
And that went well or wrong?
While you're walking up the door, if you're intentional about centering yourself and being present with that person, you will inherently be more present with that person.
So I should look how
you want to take 8 seconds in. If you took your baggage from your last relationship to your next one, do you think it would be successful?
No.
Each door is a relationship. And so the way that you can best serve that person is to release everything from before
so that's your 8 seconds, and then on the way up is your other 8 seconds.
It's just mindfulness. You want to do deep breaths on the way. You want to clear your mind. I've already decided I'm going to approach this person. That intention's set.
Yeah.
Now, in order to be my best self and to serve them with all the proper steps that we went over and that you'll solidify, you need to be present with that person. So you want to do 8 seconds. And I'll be honest, dude, I haven't probably taken a goddamn breath this whole fucking time, right? So it's very forgetful. You can forget to do this. So if I knew that I was present, mindful, I cared, it valued them, and I was a good person, how much easier will your job be?
Can't get much easier.
Game time. Because check this out, man. And I want to tell you guys both about this because this is super important. This is why I was able to do $100,000 in less than 100 doors. And this is possible. You can make 6 figures in less than 100 doors. But it matters how present you are for each door. Right? A lot of people, Mike, I'm sure we go to church, we go to meditation classes, we go do yoga, all this shit. A lot of people have to go out of their way to be mindful. But if you can ingrain this into your process, you're essentially going to be meditating the entire time you're out in an area. And it's huge, man. It's so huge because these people, when you break their preoccupation, you don't know if their dog just died. You don't know if, you don't know what's going on in their life. But the more present you can be there for them in that situation is the better your chances are. So I just want to end with that, just the importance of being mindful. Because we can give you all the word tracks and show you all the money and it's all cool. But if you're losing yourself or that person in the process, none of it's worth it. I had an experience when I was 19 years old. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, dude, I know all the training. Why can't I do this? What's going on, right? And this will happen for you too. And Mike, he'll shadow you during this moment. And he's going to tell you what's going wrong, right? The issue that was happening for me is I was so concerned about doing the right by this person that I was pent up in myself.
That when they didn't let you do your services, it was bothering you.
Yeah, I was getting I wasn't being present when they were saying, when they would say something to me, I'd almost cut them off. I would just try to get real quick back into cause I'm like, I know the training. I just got to say these words. And that guy, his name is Danny, and I'll never forget this. He brought me outside, and he looked me dead in the eyes, and he goes, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, what do you mean? He's like, no, I'm pissed. I'm like, why are you pissed? He's like, dude, you didn't listen to them or give them any fucking space in their own house. I'm livid right now. And that stuck with me, dude. So if we can both agree that you can serve people with this, we can. That's why it's super important to ground yourself, right?
Yep.
So that's all I got for you, dude. It's definitely, I just got off of a free mastermind course, and I just want to put things into perspective. I spent $8,000 to have access to a group for a mastermind, right? And then I just attended this free one. And the value that they gave me was about 10x than the paid one.
Yeah.
So, both of you guys, this is huge. You guys get in the business of providing your customer more value than the next person. It will be a win, win, win. You're going to benefit them, you're going to benefit you, and you're going to benefit the company.
Everyone.
People always say, oh, it's a win-win. No, it's a win-win-win. Any way you cut it, it's a win. If they told me no, I'm more present. If they told me no, I gave them good energy. And if they told me yes, I'm more present, I gave them good energy, and they get impacted from this positively. Yeah, I would highly suggest, man, just to, after we get off the call, put your phone away, put all your shit away, go outside, and truly dive deep and be like, hey, am I a good person? Once you come to that conclusion, yes, sit with it a little bit more, think about everything that we said, and hit me up later.
Bet.
And we can go knock too. Mike, we'll talk about that. But
Oh yeah. No, Rod, I just want to say thank you again, dude, because I see a lot of potential in Makai, and I know that you've been doing this for over a decade. So I know just transferring your thoughts and energy into him, there's no reason why you can't be successful in this. I just see it.
And I could see it too, man. I wouldn't have, I'm over here sweating like a goddamn hog because I can see the importance of getting the information here. But you also have to realize that I just came off of that. Someone just did that for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be in a position that you will eventually do that for someone else.
Be able to go.
Now, you're going to have a choice point, though. And it's going to be, is it about them or is it about me?
Mm-hmm.
And I promise every time it's about them, it comes back to you tenfold. And I didn't learn this until recently. And I want you to tell people that, too. On the door. Be like, look, man, I just want to, give you guys some good energy. My job is just to be a light. If this doesn't make sense, if this is not good for you, that's totally fine. Either way, Makai,
I try and help you out. I just wanted to be a good person today.
It's the last thing that I want you to have in your head is I just want to leave them better than I found them. If they say no and you don't leave them better than you found them, you're thinking about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Which is okay. We always do that, but you'll realize that the day will feel like an hour if it's about them.
Yeah.
And it'll feel like 10 years if it's about you.
That's so true.
You got to stud here. I don't. We met at a different company, and in different places, and we didn't know each other, right? But I've been in this industry for so long. You can see a scam artist, and you can see a caring person. And this isn't a scam artist. This is a caring person. And you want to embody that too.
Yeah.
Is all this recorded, Mike?
Yep, every single minute of it, over an hour.
Send it to me if you can. I wish you guys the absolute best. You're going to crush it.
I appreciate that.
Remember, this is the final thing. They're not buying solar, okay? They're literally not buying solar.
Yeah.
They're buying you.
Yeah.
And they will. All right, boys. Peace out. It was good talking
Thank you
to
so much for that call. I appreciate it. Hella. And I will be in touch later on. Thank you.
Thank you, Rod. From the heart.
Peace.
Peace, gang.
All right, guys. All right, YouTube's hard. Subscribe and like.